Okay, here's a video we wanted to create for some time. We wanted to explain the difference between what is called vector style files and what are just simply files used as JPEGs or PNG files, which are mostly used for web design and screen use. So essentially, when you get vector style files, that's going to ensure that the quality of the file is ideal, and it's using also the right color standards that are used in sublimation. So in sublimation we use what is called cmyk. These are the four traditional colors you use to create any other color you want. C stands for blue, cyan, magenta, yellow, and cyan. That's going to be blue, magenta, similar to red but a little bit more pink, yellow, and black. So it's sort of like when you get paint, if you combine any of these four colors you can get any color you want. You can get purple, greens, red, grays, browns, any color really from that combination from cmyk, which is the standard that we use in sublimation or high quality printing if you're doing brochure printing or anything like that. But the standard that is widely used for screen and TVs and things like that is what is called RGB, and it's essentially like LEDs. LEDs will only have these three colors, and it's going to be red, green, and blue. So if you have a file that is on the web as a JPEG or a picture from a digital camera or anything like that, we'll be using RGBs. So from these three colors, again, for just the screen usage, it will convert them and create any other color like black or blue, or white or anything like that from these three colors. But when you use RGB files and you try to make a sublimation, which is normally using cmyk, then the colors are going to change. So that's part one of the explanation why we normally use cmyk and vector style files. That way the colors are going to stay true. If you use an RGB file and you try to print it, the colors might change. In some cases dramatically, in some others less dramatic. But for example, a real black in RGB is not going to come out black. It's going to come out as dark gray, sort of purple, because it's made from a combination of these three colors. And these three colors will never combine into a real black like cmyk does, which has an original black color. And the second part are the quality of the files you get. So a real vector file is going to look like this. If you do a close-up, you will never see any pixelation. All the lines, no matter how close you get, is just perfect. It will never get pixelated. Where if you use just a JPEG or a file from the web, you see as you get close, see this little pixelation, little dots and little squares. That's going to show if you do a high quality printing like we do in sublimation. That for one thing. And also the colors. I'm going to show you here a tool. And you see here we can actually see the color that is being used. See, this looks like black and it has the RGB standard. And again, as I explained before, RGBs are never going to show up as real colors. So in here it might look like it's black, but once it's printed it's not going to come out black. It's going to be more like a dark gray. Where in this one where we use cmyk, you can see the colors there are actually just 100% black. So this is going to come out really like a dark color, a black color. So again, on the screen they might look the same, but for high quality printing, that's another difference. And again, everything that you see on the web is mostly used in RGBs to limit the size of the file, make it a little bit more compatible to the color standard that screen use, but that doesn't mean it's ideal for high quality printing. Again, here you can see the same effect, same pixelation that happens when you expand it and you do high quality printing. So hopefully I've been able to cover a little bit of what cmyk and RGB colors mean, and also the vector style, which is essentially when you create files from scratch in design softwares like Corel or Illustrator. Other softwares like Photoshop are made just for what the name says. It's for photos, so they will use the RGB color standards, and they will not use vector style, so the lines are never going to be clean, perfect shapes. They will get pixelated, as I've shown in these other examples. And if you need more information, if you have any questions about this, give us a call or send us an email through bikingthings.com.